Hello guys, welcome back to Geological as always, and we're going to continue on. So we left off the last episode just after the church, I believe. So now that there's done, we're going to go and do something that I probably should have done at the very start. Now, bearing in mind I am recording these back to back, so more than likely somebody has already had a go at me in the comments of one of the previous videos, simply due to the fact that I didn't do as I was instructed. We got we got this key card during part 1. No, part 2. Part 1 was just mostly getting set up. So now we have this now. So we do. So yeah, I'm pretty sure somebody says somebody has probably had a go at me at some stage, and yeah, as it says, I'm not the most efficient player in this game anyway. And then we have Elder Knowledge, which is basically a XP gain. Then we've got a fuse, which will give us access to another area in a second. Then in here, give me that, give me that. Yeah, there's like random supplies in this area, but there's also a weapon in this area too. It won't really fit my current playstyle, I believe, is the way that I'm looking at it here. Yeah, right. So now we backtrack. So yeah, we're about to get a new weapon that won't. I'll let you see what I mean. It's a good weapon, don't get me wrong. It's just a far superior weapon to there is. And I'll hope if we're lucky we'll get it, because it is. It's good. Right. So we got a fuse. So what I need to do is put the fuse in and turn on the electric. Then we use the key card again, and then we open this door, and then we go back to turn off the fuse, and you'll see why in a moment. As I say, just keeping track of these kinds of things. So there's thermal control. That's one way to say it. And all you have up here is a set of bandages. Well, that's just glorious. And in through here, nothing out there. Then, so if you keep the fuses on, this fan is going, and if that fan is going, you can't get through that area. This is just an area for scrap and stuff, so it is. So just basically smash everything, and you get loot scrap for it. You know. If you're lucky, you'll get like a drop on every last one. Anyway, any scrap is good scrap. You already know this, I've already stated this. And through here, yeah, so this isn't going to be accessible until later on. That's another trade point, and I'm going to have that, thank you. Then I'm going to grab an ammo box. Now keep in mind that we've gotten loads of trade points, just we have not even bothered to do any upgrading yet in terms of physical capabilities. So we don't. So there is that as well. But here's what we want here. Grab this, this, and this. Some frenzy dust is always nice. It is good if you want to just DPS down a boss, then frenzy dust is definitely one of the better things that you can bring. It is mostly a supporter item though. If you use it yourself, fine, but it is mostly used for supporting because you want somebody, if you're going to go damage, you want your healer or your aura bot. Because there's, I think there's there is 2 auras within the game, so there is, so your aura bot would pop the likes of the Hunter's Mark and Mending Aura, for example, with Frenzy, and then everybody gets the boost, and then everybody just straight up DPS's the boss till sheer oblivion. So it does. So that is normally how it works. Locked, and then open sesame. Get out of me way. Beautiful. Now, as you can see, you probably spotted the purple. We have a lovely submachine gun to work with now. So, Now, obviously, the submachine gun is slightly weaker, but it has higher DPS. Shocking, I know. Right, that's that. But we've got 11 traits saved up, so we do. So ranged damage reduction would be nice, because that means we take less damage from ranged weapons, which is good. But the health, I believe, is probably going to be better. Take at least 1% of less damage. Put 5 in there, so we can get 5% increased experience. Say now 2 in there, and then another 3 into health. And then that means that we are basically quite jolly. Now, with all that done, now we can return to the overworld. Right. We'll just, as I said, why you've done this part. So we've got our long range. We are going to stick to. I was sitting thinking there that we do have two very conflicting playstyles, sort of mashing up against each other right now. And that there's the SMG spray and pray style play, and then you have the marksman rifle, which is just long range, pick them off style play. So with two very different styles of play in the habit, one's for close range, one's for long range. That will change once we acquire another handful of weaponry. Right. Let's use this up. Find the keeper of the labyrinth. Right, okay.
Here they come.
And there we have Exploiter. So there's the trait that I've been hunting for. Exploiter, basically, I'll just show you here real quick. The fact that there just popped up. So weak point damage, and there's what I've been after. So I can get extra weak point damage. And it means that whenever it comes to it, I can switch off this gear and use a stronger set of gear when it comes to it. So there's what I was after. I got what I wanted. Just means that I can switch off this gear now whenever it comes to it. Just need to find the right armor set to switch it out. That would be ideally the best thing we could do. Oh, that's right. The route have now taken to using guns. Well, I would say route-based guns, but well, worst case, we'll wait and see. We are still somewhat heavily focused on the weak point damage, so we could probably try out the SMG if we wanted to really sort of experiment. As I say, I know the SMG is already good. It is one of the best weapons in the game because of, well, between rate of fire, it's sheer DPS output. Combine it with burning bullets and stuff like that there, and it's perfect. It gets serious real quick if you once you start combining it with weakness exploit, crit and shit. It gets scary real fucking quick. The only problem is it does have a little bit of damage fall off at range.
Who's next?
So it does. It does have a pinch of damage fall off at range. But, whenever you're able to throw out whenever you're able to spew that much lead in such a quick time, I really struggle to see how that's a bad thing. I'm assuming, or am I running right in circles? Ah, you're a bitch. Right. Oh, another trade point. I'll be taking that. Thank you very much. Absolutely beautiful. My power is growing faster than anticipated, so I'll take that. So I will. Right. So if you haven't already noticed, sometimes they'll use assets from previous areas just to sort of just to redesign the area. It'll be like, how do you explain? It's like templates. So it is. you'll get used to it quick enough, but they do have a tendency of changing it up from time to time. Like they'll change up certain areas and certain things, so they will. But 9 times out of 10, there is an item somewhere in the area that is of value. So there is, like last time there was a ring out there, so there was. But not today. But yeah, the sheer burst damage is... It's there, like, I can't really argue with the actual damage of the SMG, like. And it only gets, it's one of those guns that only gets stronger, whereas certain weapons do fall off later on in the game. SMG sort of stays consistent because the end game's more of a DPS check rather than a burst damage check. Now, don't get me wrong, there are builds that are absolutely brutal in terms of damage. Like, if done, set up right and scaled right and stuff like that there, instant one-shot potential, like, but until then, that is not the case. As it says, it's just getting yourself properly set up and stuff. As long as you know what boosts you need to take and stuff, you're pretty much good. It's just it's another one of the games that patience helps a lot. And we are starting to take more range damage because we are up against slightly more advanced group. The fact that they just kill you in a one shot makes me very happy. Right, this is like a junction, so it is, and that means that, yeah, big and chunky spend that. Enjoy my fire damage, asshole. And this is why hot shot is stupid in terms of power. Oh. Right. We're going to take the long way back. Because there was another area that we missed. Right, so we're back at the area that I sort of bypassed. I'll have a nosy through the buildings and whatnot, see what there is. You know, just the usual sort of... You don't know what you... Like, if you don't explore, you don't know what you're going to miss. So you don't. If you don't explore, you don't know what you're going to miss. That's the reason I am always an advocate for exploring in these kinds of games. So I am. Well, there's not a chest, which means more for me. Scrap, adrenaline, just all good. In general, just good stuff. I can live with this. Right, I skip up over. I'm assuming both, regardless, we're going to be led in the same direction. It's just, as it says, it's better safe than sorry to explore, because you'll either come across trade points or rings or pieces of gear that you never actually sort of thought would be useful. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. I always like to be as thorough as I can be whenever I play these types of games. So I do. So it says, like, I'm running into chests flat out here. So all we need is a decent piece of armor, and we're going to be golden. Plus, here, ammo boxes are always going to be a must. Especially whenever you get to some of the later. Hey, how are you not dead, dude? I had to waste a fucking dragon heart. Ah, it's such a dick move. I had to waste a damn dragon heart on that. Right, let me see. There's just a way. No, hang on. There's a way around first. Which just leads to this. Which has nothing under it. God damn it. Right, there we go. Nothing again. Nothing again. Of course. Right, let's be going here. Make myself a bit more. How did you. Hey, dude, I was a mile away from you. Hang on. I noticed you. No. Absolutely not.
it's over.
I mean, you say that, but it's not over. Right, that's a dungeon. That I know for a fact. Let's see if we can go find the optional one. In fairness, that very well might be. No, that very well. What? Oh, what is that? I guess this is where the sniper rifle comes in handy. Oh, it's just a flame. God damn it! I thought it was something interesting. No, because I said we need to be careful with where we go because we can go straight into that boss fight by accident. So we could. Even though I've got friggin' elites fucking cried me like an ordinary. Oh, I'm picking down with size one now. Well, that's not good. Ooh, dude, I feel sorry for your head. Oh, I land one magical headshot and then I can't land a headshot the rest of the time. Like, this is my issue. This is why I'm a shotgun fanatic. No matter how bad your aim is, you'll still hit your target. Oh, excuse me. Right. Oh, excuse me. I'm also running a little bit low on ammunition, so which is kind of bugging me a bit. So it is. I'm not going to lie, it's bugging me a bit, and now I have fucking hiccups. If anybody knows me, I fucking hate hiccups. Oh, is this a safe? This is a safe zone, right? So that means that the dungeon we spotted back there is in fact the side dungeon we need to go into. Right, let's go let's go to the side dungeon. As it says, another side dungeon. Let's go nail this one and see what we're dealing with. Right, let's find out where we are. We'll find out what happens next. Hidden Sanctum. Don't take it, it sees. Hidden Sanctum, man. Let's come and say hi, shall we? I see an RGC trade point. Right. Trying to remember which one the Hidden Sanctum is. Because you normally tell from... I think it is an side boss though. Possible. We'll find out soon. Won't matter. It will not stand at that. It will not stand a hope. If it has an easy way to headshot it, it's not going to survive very long against it. Gunslinger's ring. Well, there's something I don't see every day, let me see. Increase firearm swap speed and fire rate. Give me it now. As said, this is what you explored. Like, don't get me wrong, we could just speed run straight on past this area, and we never. Oh god, right? We never would have got that ring. Even though it's not a giga difference, it's still enough of a difference to make a difference. Even though that sounded really weird in my mouth, like, but you know what I mean. Right, let's clear out all these guys first. We're about to piss off the boss. Where is he? And away he goes. Alright, let's get that. Shit. Unfortunately, some of the guns just have 0 penetration, but right, 2 blood warts left, so I'm gonna have to use them sparingly. More iron's always nice. Is that a simulacrum I find? Copy fucking this. A simulacrums are basically, these are what is used to upgrade your fucking your dragon hearts and shit. They are well, they're actually used for a lot of things. They're used for obviously upgrading your dragon hearts. They're used for upgrading a lot of things. Primarily end game stuff, so whenever your weapon needs to be fully maxed out, a simulacrum shard is required to max it out. Being the general just to use. So basically it's your equivalent to a Titanite slab. And there's the forged iron who's now started to spawn. Which means that we can continue upgrading our weapons happily. Shit. Oh! Rolling headshot base. I'll take it. I'll take it twice a week. Fucking this fucking hell with this shit. Away he goes. I said hot shots are like hot shot is if you're looking to mow down a boss, hot shot is the go-to. That's just simply how powerful hot shot is. So it is. So yeah, I know who we're up against. We're up against the Shade. So we are. It's funny because this is part of his like mini quest in this area. So it is. Ammo box always fucking good. More upgrades, even better. Job done. I still don't have hot shots active, so we're about to do this here without hot shot. But yeah, just you run away now. Right, so now I'm kind of curious because this is like a mini dungeon boss, so it's not actually a legitimate side area. So I'm kind of weirded out by where the hell's my outside dungeon at? Right. Oh shit. Rest up. Yep. Right, so we're about to lose our boosts. Like whenever you look at how much that actually gives you in terms of health, that's a pretty severe amount. But considering we do have Mudtooth in our home world, we have infinite access to boosts. You're not gonna hear me complain. Right. So the Shade. I'm gonna cheat. Basically, it's a teleporting archer. Now I'm bleeding, which is problematic. Wrap up. Right, so yeah. Oh, he's also got the hardy set prefix, so he's got extra health. So that's just obnoxious. You're an asshole. He does that shit an awful lot too, you know. Nope, I'm out. It's that screech. Problem is, the second you hear that screech, that's whenever he's doing that fucking artillery strike, so he is. Browser. Oh my god, yeah, it must have had like fucking 1 health left. Shadwood. I think it's basically decoy. I think it's the general. I think, yeah, it's like a grenade decoy. Jesus, I cannot English half the time anymore, so I can't. Either too tired or no, I know it's wrong. It's too fucking warm. So it is. More forged iron. I'll take it. And then we are away. So let's find out where this brings me to, because that was a North side boss. It was Gorefist and Shade we've taken out so far. So I'm not all too miffed about that, to be honest. What I'm slightly a little bit more miffed about is what the hell the situation is here, though. So right? So that there should be the accurate way to go, right? That I understand. So what the hell's south of here then? Alright, let's see what's south of here. And I leave for 2 seconds and somebody's already trying to shoot me. For fuck's sake. And people wonder why I like to stick to ranged. So that means you're not dealing with assholes like that. Right, let's see. Oh, excuse me. Hey, more stuff. Always lovely to see. Any and all iron, any and all scrap, everything. Everything has a use. So it does. And things get expensive. Right, so. We're about to find out where the hell everything else brings us now, so we are. Right, switching to close quarters. I'll take that. Oh yeah, the gunplay in this game is fucking amazing. Oh yeah. No, there's something wrong. Yeah, I get it. Fucking two years. Back up, mate. Right, now my assumption now is that is a world boss. So it is. So we're gonna backtrack. No, hang on. This would have been the south. This can't be a world boss. This has to be a side area. Because I had to go through a second side dungeon with a second boss. This has to be a side area. And I'm wrong, but I'm happy at the same time. And the reason why is that is a boss that is going to give me an SMG that is going to melt the game. At least this two then. Hopefully that'll lead us to somewhere good. To be fair, I probably should have explored this a little bit more thoroughly instead of just copying it out. But I will take what I can and not argue about it. Alright, let's see where we're at here. It's a side area, so it'll give us one of... There's a couple of side areas in the game that are a bit confused. Ah, the Warren. Radio. The Warren. Which one is this now? Not 100%. I can't. As I said, it has been a long time since I've played Remnant from the Ashes, so I have fleeting knowledge of the game. So I have knowledge, it's just it's not all there. What was it that stopped me from playing Remnant? Was it Elden Ring? No. Elden Ring came out way after this game, like. I can't remember what stopped me from playing this game, to be honest, guys. Or was it because I'd done everything that I wanted? Ooh, trade point, give it. I'm trying to think, was it because I'd done everything I wanted to do? Done the hardcore playthrough and all I got there. That is actually something that I might actually do again too. Just for the extra shits and giggles. But just make it a little bit, ooh, yeah, so. As you can see, the explosion done a lot more rot buildup than anybody normally anticipates. But we didn't get actual rossified, which is good because that would have become problematic.
Stay down.
So it would have. Right, just making sure I'm not having any unsavory customers a bit. So trade point in my bag, thank you. Not. I'll be putting a point or two into Exploiter every now and then, just to make sure that we can keep up with the boost. More scrap. Right. No. Right, where are we? It is funny because it's funny because there's a special version of those seedlings that are called tumbleweeds, and it's fucking hilarious. Mother's room. Right, so it's hand out buffs. That's not good. And I just ate a shot from the food. Right, I need you to die. Nothing's worse than an explodey getting right up in your face and you shoot it and it just says resisted and you're like, well, that has just messed up my day, hasn't it? So I'm not sure if it blocks a certain amount of damage or if it just stops one bullet. Speaking of that, what was Mother's Ring? Reduced incoming range damage by 20%. That's not really all that important. Steve. Now is it? Well, I don't personally deem it as important. We're at it again. Can you stop handing out buffs, mate? Right. More iron. I'm never going to turn down some iron. To be fair, I can't feel bad because I just shot him in the back of the head like an asshole. And there's me out of ammo. Looks like we're going full SMG until we get to the whatever the fuck's at the end of this area. Might be a good idea to upgrade my SMG though. Here, if we can get a high rate of fire weapon. And there's a vampire. Sorry, but I'm gonna need to do this. So this guy's called a vampire. And he's now a dead vampire. As it says, hot shots, like, the thing is, what makes him, that one, difficult, if you don't have the DPS to put him down, he can heal exceptionally quick, so he can. So as long as there's enemies around him, he will drain their health to sustain his own health. He's one of them guys. Oh, which one's the Warren again? Yeah, I'm just gonna rest up. If this is the one that I think it is, we're actually gonna have a serious amount of fun. It's a difficult area and it's difficult to pull off. It is too. Okay, right, so we've actually struck gold here if we can pull this off.
What you aiming at, Lizzie? Daddy
Right, there's the double lizards, and they're part of your team. You need to keep them two alive. So you do. We need to protect the two lizards, and these we need to keep these two alive for good reason. They have a weapon I want. Shit, I'm taking damage. The headshots are real today. And there's me infected. Get rid of that immediately, because that is just not worth dealing with. One left. Oh no. Oh baby. Give me that. Where are the lizards at? Give me that key now. We also got the warrior trait, so that's a bonus. Alright, use two. Give me that key.
Hell yeah! And, you're alright.
Gimme, 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 baby. Oh my god, this is so like this is. Do you know when people say complain about beginner's luck? This is exactly what this is. This is beginner's luck on a whole new level. This specific side area has less than, I believe, a 1% chance of spawning in comparison to the others. There's actually two very unique areas that have a 1% chance of spawning. So the fact that we got this, as well as said Chicago typewriter, now we've already made great use of that, but oh my god, give me that now. This is just a this is the Chicago typewriter. You know what I mean whenever I say Chicago typewriter. Basically, just and it's just that's it. There's your DPS. And see late game, whenever this thing gets going, oh my god, the power is on a whole new level. This boss isn't even gonna know what hit it. Like, no harm, but see by the time we finish up this Earth, we're gonna be leaving here with weapons that would even make the gods blush. Upgrade that immediately. Now, here's where the arguing comes in. That's crafting, that's nothing to do with me, so it isn't. Right. So, immediately that is just absolutely perfect. Now, I did say we did take out the... so... Shoots a projectile, summons a rattle wheel upon 200 health and draws aggro. So, yeah, it's basically, yeah, that's exactly what I thought it was. A DPS machine. And I also picked up a simulacrum, so you're going to give me an upgrade. Hello, Singe. So basically, long story short, it's a fire dragon. Now, obviously, you're just out, but you're using hot shots. It still takes damage. And immediately ember. I say like, I think I've demonstrated the damage enough at this stage. Let's pop an ammo case real quick. Can I pop this ammo case? Thank you. Ow. I need you out of my way, mate. No. Fucking denied, mate. It's not happening today. So we got the blazing heart from him.
Oh yeah!
I shall demonstrate why that is a busted weapon in a second.
Oh yeah!
So well, but yeah. And quick hands, which means that we get increased reload speed. You're not gonna hear me complain about that, as well as the beautiful. Right, let's get into the next area, and then we will return to Ward 13 and return to Earth. Simply because, well, there are things that must be done. Okay, we need to finish up exploring, like doing all of the side paths for Earth. No, well, don't really need to use that checkpoint as far as I know. Yeah, you can see like a warp there. You're about to see why. So it's called, well, first of all, it's to keep the tar. So yeah, this shit happens. Done. Done. Investigate the tower. Well, not particularly difficult. All we're doing right now is getting into the next area, and then we're gonna call it quits from there. That was a lot quicker than I anticipated. Speak to the keeper. He is also one of the achievements that we need to mark off. Sorry, sir, but I shall not be listening to your shit today. I shall let everybody else listen to it at a later stage. This is a playthrough. I'm expecting people to know what they're doing. Right then. Oh, well, I suppose we can call it quits here so we can, considering there is actually a stump here. So, yeah. Actually, what we're going to do is Keeper's Blessing. Let's go see what our new traits are. Right, so we've got Warrior, which is melee damage, Fast Hands, which is reload speed, and Keeper's Blessing, which is elemental resistance. For as much as I would love to upgrade that, I cannot. As much as I would love to upgrade that, I cannot. Elemental resistance is good if you're up against high elemental areas, aka Rot, Bleed. Hang on, let me see here. So it actually comes up here in your armor. Aye, so there's Bleed, Fire, Rot, Radiation, Corrosion, Shock, and Frost. Frost was also recently added in the previous one. Or not the previous one, it was added in the DLC. Right, Travel, Earth. No, Ward 13. Yes. To be another one. Basically, we're just like, this is what I mean. Just playing the game by standard is just going to get you all the achievements.
Fine.
Let's trade. Give me this. See this thing? See this weapon right here? Right? Looks weak. But here's the thing, is it fires pure fire bullets. So it does. It fires pure fire bullets. It says it does 12 damage. But it in fact does more than 12 damage. So it does. So yes. And damn right we're going to acquire the Spitfire. And we're going to also replace it with that. Because the Spitfire is ridiculously powerful, so it is. It is a fire-based SMG. Its damage is ridiculous. It says 12, it's doing more than 12 damage, and I'm going to show you.
Certainly.
Now, let me see here, right? So we have the forged iron. We just need iron for this here. I'm really no. We're going to save up for the iron for a different set of armor. Right, between the Chicago Typewriter and the Spitfire, both of these weapons will carry the game. And I will show. Do you know something? We'll just upgrade the Spitfire just to show, just to demonstrate that.
What do you need?
So well, because people really underestimated this weapon. Yep. And then we're going to fire some forged into that
Take
as
care, my
well.
friend.
And that's it. Right, so our general plan now that we have access to said labyrinth, what we're going to go do is we're going to go into the adventure mode on the, obviously not in this episode, it will be an additional episode, so it will. So it's just extra stuff, so I want to tidy up as much as I can, all the side areas and stuff before we progress onwards. But yes, the adventure mode. Basically, we can go into the adventure mode, and as it says, it does not reset the progress. But what I'm going to do is I am going to region lock myself for each. So I am, and the way that I'm going to region lock myself is obviously you've got Rom, Corsus, Rizm, and Yesha. But we've only finished Earth, so we're going to just repeat Earth until we have finished everything in Earth, and then move on. So we are instead of just blitzkrieging the campaign because we want to be set up for what comes late game. So, guys, I hope you all enjoyed. Please like, share, and subscribe. And, guys, I shall see you all in the next video. Bye.